I needed a new microphone for my stand-up comedy shows, and this is it. This is the TG V70S from Beyerdynamic. This microphone solves two problems that I've had on the stand-up comedy stage, and we'll get to those when we cover the pros of this microphone. But it's not perfect, so in this video you'll get my full review, including an unboxing and audio samples, today on Markus Presents. This video is not sponsored. Beyerdynamic sent me the TG V70 as a review sample. The retail price is typically around $180 US, and there's a link to it in the description below the video. Let's see what's in the box. Beyerdynamic is a German manufacturer of audio equipment. I already love their conference speakerphones, but this is the first time I've had the opportunity to try one of their microphones. Great use of minimal packing material, just a couple of these air-filled plastic bags. The retail box has a very distinctive black design with a nice orange accent color on the back. And I definitely should have used manual focus for this clip. In the box we get a microphone clip, and then there's the branded bag that has the microphone inside. There's also two Beyerdynamic stickers, as well as the warranty card and the documentation. You also get this frequency response chart. And this is indeed the frequency response specifically of my unit. It has the date of testing and the serial number specifically of my microphone. And it shows you the frequency response at 1 meter's distance. The Beyerdynamic TG V70S is a dynamic microphone with a hypercardioid polar pattern. It has an XLR connection at the bottom, as well as a handy on-off switch. We'll talk more about that switch in just a moment. There are many things to love about this microphone, so let me list the pros, and then we'll cover a few cons as well. The first pro, and this is something that you notice immediately when you hold the microphone, is the build quality. This feels like a really sturdy and well-built product. And especially for me at the stand-up comedy show, this is actually quite important because I have multiple people using the microphone. It's not like I'm working in a controlled environment like a studio. So I need something that's sturdy and that can survive a couple of falls. Another thing I like about the microphone is that it is longer than other similar microphones that I've used, specifically the Shure SM58. And this is important to me because I like to hold the microphone quite low on the handle here, and that means that I can rest my elbow a little bit lower, and that's going to give me a little bit more of a comfortable position when I'm speaking into the microphone. The next pro is the sound quality, and I'm going to play a couple of different samples from you that I recorded in my comedy club. I'll put the details of what exactly you're listening to in the text box. This is an audio sample of the Beyerdynamic TG V70 microphone. Microphone check 1 2 1 2. Microphone check 1 2. This is an audio sample of the Beyerdynamic TG V70 microphone. I'm holding it a little bit diagonally in front of my mouth. Microphone check 1 2 1 2. Microphone check 1 2. Now I'm going to change the orientation and I'm going to hold it a little bit more vertical in front of my mouth. I think this is ultimately how I will end up using it on the comedy stage, in a vertical position like this. Microphone check 1 2 1 2. Microphone check 1 2. This is an audio sample of the Beyerdynamic TG V70, and I'm holding it physically against my chin. Should be able to see it there, that is actually touching my skin. Microphone check 1 2 1 2. Microphone check 1 2. This is actually how I recommend the beginner comedians hold the microphone so that they don't forget to bring it with them when they walk around or they turn their head like this. The next pro is the excellent off-axis sound rejection thanks to that hypercardioid polar pattern. I'll show you a live example from the comedy show, and you'll be able to hear just how little of the audience noise the microphone picks up when it's on stage, pointed at the performer and not at the audience. I recorded this show with a couple of different audio sources. Firstly, there's a shotgun microphone on top of my camcorder located at the back of the room. Secondly, I also have another audio channel, which is the built-in microphone in my camcorder. And then thirdly, the audio straight from the TG V70 is being recorded via the mixing desk into my laptop. With that setup, I'm able to record only what's directly in front of the microphone through the mixing desk and nothing else. Once again, the audio mixing details are in the text box.
Please help me welcome to the stage the wonderful MC of tonight, Mr. Lev Maniker.
Hello!
Please help me welcome to the stage the wonderful MC of tonight, Mr. Lev Maniker.
Hello!
The next pro is that excellent on-off switch. And it actually solves one of the problems that I've had with the Shure SM58 with an on-off switch.
Give it up! Get your hands together for Markus! Hello, everybody!
Hey, good evening. My name is Markus. One of them. I should have switched on the microphone, huh? It's much easier. Okay, so let's just start over with the microphone on. Guys, my name is Markus. Hi,
You can see the problem live in action here. I accidentally switched off the microphone when I grabbed it from the clip. The TG V70 offers two different solutions here. One is that the switch is really flat and it's very unlikely to get caught on the microphone clip. The second thing is that the switch can be locked in the on position with a small screwdriver. This is such a great solution because it has happened multiple times with other microphones that the performer has accidentally switched it off. Either me, like you saw in the clip, or other performers that I've had at my shows. Here's another pro that I didn't expect. You can buy a foam windscreen for the TG V70, similar to what I have here. And I thought I would need it when I did an outdoor comedy show. But it turns out that the Beyerdynamic mic worked really well even without the windscreen when I was using it outdoors. Now let's talk about a few drawbacks of the TG V70. And the first one isn't so much a bug, it's actually more of a feature. But because it has this hypercardioid polar pattern, it has been very important at my shows that I instruct the performers to hold the microphone really directly in front. If they accidentally tilt it a little bit to the side like that, or maybe up and down a little bit too much, or they hold it further away from their mouth, it's not going to pick up as much of their voice. It's just a consequence of that polar pattern. And I just had to tell my performers about it because I think most of them are used to using a supercardioid polar pattern that is a little bit more tolerant about moving it side to side. Are you getting value from the review? Please hit the like button. The next con is that this microphone clip that comes in the package is incredibly tight. Even if I push my hardest, I definitely cannot get the microphone into the clip that way. I could, of course, try to push it in like so, but it requires far more force than would be realistic on the comedy stage. This kind of setup, I think, is more for the studio where you're not taking it in and out. On the comedy stage, you need a clip where it's very easy to insert and remove the microphone. So when I used this microphone at the comedy club, I actually ended up using a different microphone clip. I really prefer a clip where it's easy to remove and replace the microphone, like the one that I have here in my studio setup. I can pick up that microphone very easily from the clip and then just slide it back. The next con that I noticed is that the TG V70 does exhibit some handling noise. But this comment comes with a big caveat. I'm going to play you two different clips. In the first clip, yes, you will be able to hear some handling noise when I'm doing a handling noise test. But in the second clip, which is from the real actual show, you'll also hear that the handling noise actually was not a problem in practice. This is an audio sample of the Beyerdynamic TG V70 connected to the Allen & Heath mixing desk here on my left-hand side. The audio is being recorded on my laptop because I've hooked the mixing desk and the laptop together with a simple USB cable. So this microphone, actually this whole mixing desk, just appears as a microphone in my Windows environment. Microphone check, 1 2 1 2. Microphone check, 1 2. It's a bit of handling noise test. Let's tap the microphone. Let's tap the cable. Yep, definitely handling noise.
Hi, where did you hear about our show today? Facebook. Very good. Okay, excellent. Excellent. Welcome, boomers. I'm happy that we have... I'm older than you, I can say that. I don't think I can. Okay, this introduction has gone on way too long.
Ultimately, none of those cons are deal breakers, and the TG V70 is a great microphone. So if you are looking for a high quality microphone that will only pick up your voice directly in front of it and that has a smart switch, definitely check out the TG V70S by Beyerdynamic. I have a link to it in the description just below the video. I mentioned before that I love the speakerphones from Beyerdynamic. Click or tap the screen right here to watch my full review of the Beyerdynamic Space Max. This is a great conference speakerphone specifically for meeting rooms. Thank you very much for watching. Markus presents, and I will see you in the next video.